Alright, ladies and gentlemen, not going to waste any of your time going to my face because we have a draft. As ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side it is the Jackson 5, and on the right it is 60. Let's get this going. This was the map choice of the Jackson 5. We're heading to Alterac Pass. Let me in fact show you the map screen quickly for the sake of YouTube VODs. That's the wrong screen. There we go. No bans, Alterac Pass is the first map. Best of 2 coming in here for these teams. We managed to fit all that in before anyone actually did a ban. Feels good. Let's roll! Gonna be Gul'dan as the first ban. Solid hero. Very cool to see. He worked out reasonably well in the last game, was zoned a little bit, but it's very interesting to see it as a first ban. That is slightly out of the expected here. Cool to see, though. Cool to see that little bit of flexibility. Now then, Cassia. Cassia going to be removed. That's definitely more in the normal here. Makes a lot of sense. There's the May. Alright. This is very reasonable to start off with. Nothing too far out of the ordinary. So with May taken out. Tass is still on the board. We still have Garrosh's. It's Alterac. Does anyone get mass priority on Alterac? This is an okay Abathur map. So Abathur could be a high priority ban. Same with Vikings. We're going to see Tassadar removed. Alrighty. Very reasonable. Nothing too far out of the ordinary there. Here comes a Liming. Here comes Lemon. So Liming for Sergeant Scoops, which is a great name. I do love that a lot. Now then. Liming on the board. What do we see for the Jackson 5? They now have tank priority and healer priority. We're going for the Rhaegar. Bloodlust is potentially on the menu, especially with the current auto-attack Diablo trend we have been seeing. So seeing that pop up, very reasonable. Gives them quite a few options. I like it. I like it. It's saucy. Now then. That does leave offlane as potential priority. They should also really pick Deckard or Stukov now, 60 should. Because those are the high priority counters. No, they go for Lucio. That's how they're going to try and deal with this. And Garrosh to try and hold back the potential Bloodlust composition. Now, False Stats could also fill in here, and Garrosh can get good taunt. The Sound Barrier always delays hard engage. But that's what it does. It delays. So, risky pickup here. The go-to picks when you're against the Bloodlust are a Deckard Cain and a Stukov. Because they offer the better and much easier disengage potential. Excuse me for a second, I have spotted the fly within swatting distance. Never mind, he flew away. They do that sometimes. Asshole. Alrighty. Abathur does get banned out, not too surprising. This is a very large map, so global potential is solid and valuable. Excuse me. So now with Abathur removed, what are 6D afraid of? They have Garrosh on the board. Tyker's probably be a good one. Greymane's going to be the solid ban. Of course, percentage damage is there, and they're playing into a Garrosh, so percentage damage immediately becomes very highly prioritized. So a very sensible removal there. Now then, Jackson 5. They need offlaner, they need damage. Any damage at this point, because they currently have none. There we go, there's Jaina. It's a very solid choice, and Reyna. Solid combo, one of the best in the game. Just a solid removal there. Now then, with those pickups, 6D. They now have the option of their off lane, and of course second damage dealer. They have Li Ming as a finisher, they need a starter. Gonna be Phoenix and Imperious. So there's not too many slows here, interesting enough, to set up for Phoenix. Of course, we could go for reverse amp for Lucio, which would set that up. We already know that Mythic Frog is a very good Lucio player. So there's the potential power from this. Ooh, that's a squeaky chair. Ooh, that's a squeaky chair. But now, off-lane priority with Imperious on the board. Very few heroes really beat Imperious in lane, annoyingly, so they're gonna ETC off-lane. I don't need to beat you if I can just clear out the lane and join my team faster than you. It's a sensible choice. Very sensible choice. I like that a lot. Alrighty, ETC on the board as the off-lane hero. That gives them so much stun, and that's Ogle the Great playing that. Assassin last game. Playing different this game. Switching it up. As we are going to be loading into game number 1 of this best of 2 series. Let's see what we can do. Excuse me. So, much heavier burst composition from the side of 6D. But Jackson 5, they do have a very heavy crowd control composition, and everything synergizes. I personally think in terms of a composition, I think Jackson 5 have a better actual just created comp, but there's a heavy amount of snowball potential on the side of 6D. We'll see if it works out in their favor, because right now they are really going to have that Phoenix and Imperious do a lot of work to set up for Li Ming in order to get full value out of that. Let's find out if it works out for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into game number 1 of this best of 2 series. And we're heading to Alterac Pass. On the left-hand side, Hunter X on the Reyna. We have Jason on the Jaina. Ender on the Rhaegar. Dark Knight on the Diablo. And Ogle the Great. Gonna be playing on the ETC. Whereas, on the right-hand side, it is 6D with Mythic Frog on Lucio, Gola on the Garrosh, I forgot his name there for a second, Geozeros going to be playing on the Imperious, Silver Jackal on the Phoenix, and Sergeant Scoops going to be playing the Li Ming. Let's get this underway. If you're enjoying the show, maybe consider a follow. They'll now actually show up on the screen. If you've really enjoyed the show, maybe consider supporting with a subscription or a donation, and you could have some beef like Ogle here, who is gonna try and tank through this and will back out. Ogle the Great survives. Feeling good about himself, just like you'll feel good if you are to support using donations, subs, bits, or buying merchandise from the links below. Going to be seeing everyone head out to lanes for the moment. Level 1 is added with a Warbreaker here. We're not going to see a body check build, which has become very popular into May, but sticking with the Warbreaker against this composition. See Exterminator, Silver Jackal playing quite far back. He's gone for advanced targeting. Very risky here. They're going to try and take out Dark Knight, but he's just going to be able to Shadow Charge his way to an enemy to get out of danger. Reyna was left unattended. He lost vision, though. He's going to just back away, so he's going to miss a couple minions here. Make his way to the mercenary camp so that he can start that going. Yeah, stab with the bayonet. Nice. No one is helping him. I'm pretty sure he can do this alone. You can actually kite this if you just kite around one of them, so you can take a little bit less damage. He's cutting this close, actually. There we go. He's fine. Oh, actually, I think he mismicroed that a little bit. Hunter! At least it's healing. Oh no, it healed. Okay, he got it. All right, he waited for the Inspire to come back. He got it just in time for Ender to show up and steal the cap. As we do see Ogle picking that up. Double camp, much more standard support assassin camp being taken by 6D. They will begin to grab that. We have the Colossal Totem. This is very much indicative of the Bloodlust composition. Soul Shield, by the way, for Diablo. Not going with the normal stuff. Dark Knight playing a little bit off meta. But into Li Ming, still sensible. Big push with that mercenary camp. This camp was taken quite slowly, meaning it's not here for the defense. Garrosh tried to get a throw, hits a minion. But that's going to be a tower, maybe both towers. Going down here as Lucio gets stunned out. No follow-up as Garrosh lands the Warbreaker. Level 7 hit for both teams. We're seeing emergency protocol for Silver Jackal. 10% permanent movement speed. That's going to be where he's going to try and make the most of this. Just try it. It's going to help him try and kite out Jaina very well. That's the main plan here. Sergeant Scoops needs to be careful where he stands because Dark Knight stun 1. Stun 2 in the Blizzard. Go for the throw. Don't go for the throw. Sorry, the Feral Lunge from Ender is going to be what finishes off that kill. That's Gola. Looks for the angle. Oh, baited by Dark Knight. Dark Knight with the perfect sidestep there. Gola tosses a minion. Silver Jackal pressuring Hunter. Trying to make his wave clear a little bit slower here by just forcing him to micro a lot more. He'll survive though. Trades only the shield. That's exactly what you want as Phoenix. If you can help it, you should only trade shields. That's exactly what he does. He takes a tiny, tiny bit of health damage. Kites back the minions. Everyone is here except for Imperius, but Imperius is still being matched by ETC, although not for long. Ogle on the way. Looks like they're going to try and get Dark Knight first. Minions. CBing Gola again. Gola's having a rough time here. There's the stun knocked back. Gola in the Blizzard. Big stuns from Dark Knight. And the Indomitable not even activated. No time to react there from the hard stun train from Jackson 5. As they retake control here. Ender will get the channel. It's gone for that healing totem. Going to give them that manaless healing. That's going to keep their area control very high. Level 7 was hit earlier for 6D here because Imperius did not come up. Flawless objective yet. There was a numbers advantage for Jackson 5. There is the into the fray. We have that Calamity. And Dominance, the safety talent for Li Ming. There's that reverse M. Going to synergize very well with Phoenix. They make their way up. They throw in Hunter. They're just going to try and burst it, which means they are not channeling the objective, but the neutrals will finish it off. Gola is low as Dark Knight went in. Raider's going to be the first one to be picked off, and Gola will survive as Dark Knight is in full retreat. They're not going to be able to chase him down, though, but they can maybe get Jason or Ender here as Ogle comes in to try and save the day. Jason is low, and Ogle bought a bit too much time there, and unfortunately that does mean that Jaina went down. Jason is taken out, but Ogle did pick up the counter kill there, picking off the Phoenix, as we do see the counter channel coming in, though, for 6D. Both teams only have one person dead, and it won't be for long. However, 23 seconds, and Hunter has started the Merc camp. He has 23 seconds, 20 seconds now to do this, and I don't think he'll do it in time. EDC is positioning, and yeah, that camp has to leash, meaning not only will it leash, but Hunter's coming in here with lower health. Double stun comes in. Big stuns onto Mythic Frog, who boosts away with the kickoff. Ender begins to channel in. Good block on the Li Ming missiles, which will prevent this. 3.1 to 4.3 seconds. They move forward. Looking for their angle. Gola is trying to attack. Spear from the side. Hunter is deleted, but Gola is way too far up. He'll get focused out and picked off as well, as we do see the finished party mix. As once again, we trade out 1 for 1 here. Reyna for Garrosh this time, though. They fountain up. Ogle is showing in lane. Dodges the Celestial Charge. Getting slowed out here. It's interesting enough, by the way, ETC not going for the standard solo lane, but he's gone for that Pinball Wizard, which is still good for burst solo. Jason picked off again. Ogle has been doing a great job with these zones and these engages, but he always seems to be a split second too late due to the heavy and fast engage of 6D. Channel's coming in, but it's being delayed. Here comes Ogle. He can't do it, though, and that's going to be the channel and the objective going over to 6D. They don't even get the camp. Dark Knight's Flame Stomp does not land in time, and 6D going to be coming in with the first cavalry. They are half a level away from level 10. And will be ready to brawl when they do. The second they get some towers here, level 10 will be on the board. It's still a full level away for the Jackson 5, so Jackson 5 need to play safe. They might have to sacrifice many buildings here in order to not risk taking a fight into level 10 to get themselves caught out of position as level 10. Coming up right now with 2 towers taken out. What can they get? Healing Totem is sniped. Sound Barrier, Wave of Force, Purification Salvo, Warlord's Challenge. This should probably be armaments. There it is. They're looking for the fight with the level 10 stun on Hunter X. They'll happily take Ender, though, but no! The Wave of Force from Sergeant Scoops prevents the stun and taunt landing. Gola dropped low. They teleport away, and the fort will survive. Diablo clearing out top lane. Geo holding this for the moment. They're going to take out another tower, but all the force, despite a level 10 advantage, will survive here. Ogle, who's picked up level 10 of his own. Here comes the counter Salvo to try and buy him some time to get away, and it will do so. Nope, never mind. There's the button. Geo will be taken out here. Geo will go down, and Mythic Frog has to use push off, but I think... Okay, Ogle was thinking about the charge, was a little low on health, decided he wasn't going to fully dive this. Plays a little safer. They clean up. Nice and easy. Good job. Sergeant Scoops. He's here to ping the missiles and bully Dark Knight. Nicely done. Alrighty, so minions gonna be cleaned up in this middle lane. Gola, Garrosh, well known for not being a good wave clearer, but he is the one on the board who has to do it right now. Mythic Frog going to stick up here with Sir Scoops, give him an escape route. And Phoenix going to be very solid in this solo lane and will actually be able to outlane Gogol the Great if he plays it well. Doesn't land the spins though. Up to 42 stacks of advanced targeting as Geo comes in, but Ogle backs away. Mercenaries coming in for Jackson 5. They picked those up. Level 13, about a level away for both teams. Now, Stage Dive is still available, so Ogle, he will get bullied out by Geo here, no surprise. By the way, no percentage damage, just full charge. So we do see Mercenaries being counted on the other side. Fountain and Wall taken out, little bit of damage to the 4, but nothing too hard here. Although Imperius has found a lot of pain. Stage Dive to cut off escape. Ogle just takes 2 tower shots, but they do get the kill. They forced Imperius to run the other way, so they picked up the kill there. They burned only Stage Dive for it, in fact, so heroics-wise, they're looking pretty solid for this. Sir Scoops just going to get some counter push here, going to grab some towers. Wow, the cavalry didn't even get towers up here. Feels bad. Scoops on the run. Easily blinks away from Jason, who's able to clean this up. And Hunter X. With Ogle the Great, they will clean this up. It is an Exterminator, by the way, as we already mentioned, so this will help him clear this out very quickly. Engage comes out, though. Salvo with the slow from Silver Jackal, but it's not enough to finish off Dark Knight, who is too tanky here. Here comes Ogle. Just burns the face smell. With the teleporting Phoenix, didn't know where it was going to land. They just decided against it. Interesting. Earth Shield coming in for Rhaegar, not the healing cooldown reduction. Throw onto Ender. Once again, Rhaegar finds himself out of position. He gets the blood onto only 2 members. There's only 2 members here. They're in full retreat. Hunter X has already managed to back away and will stay alive. With Ogle the Great coming in here with the face smell, he will get his team out of there. We see a charge. Devastating charge coming out from Diablo. Oh, Jason. Caught out of position, will be picked off here. Celestial charge interrupted. Double 3-man stun for Ogle the Great. Taunt though holds him in. Hunter X survives near death again. Earthshaker is complete, and that's the stun onto Ogle to finish him off with Calamity. They now move forward, looking for the stun with Geo. Oh, you're approaching me. Hunters though able to back away. They will stay alive. Channel's going to come in for the side of 6D. And they're continuing to extend their lead. We have the heavy casters, the stun, coming in for Lucio. It's going to be a nice little interrupt here. Dark Knight moving in. Gonna get a big stun. Face melt comes in. Sir Scoops though sound barrier through, but he's too surrounded. The focus was good. It's a double kill. Make it a triple. Gola is deleted here with 5.6 seconds left. That is gonna be a triple kill coming in for Jackson 5, and they make their way to the objective. Mid-fort did go down thanks to the pressure of Silver Jackal, but Silver Jackal is now the pressure. He is being pressured himself. He's gone for the dampening field. Against Jada. Hell yeah, feels good. Now then, push into the stun. Good charge, good pressure, good face melt. Interrupted the teleport. Silver Jackal taken out. And this is just staggering deaths now. Jackson 5 beginning to push in. 6D falling apart at the seams. I would actually like to see them get this boss right now. There's no way we're going to see a contestant here. So they could absolutely start this, but they're not. They're instead going to start on the siege camp once again, putting the pressure on. They're going to grab a lane wealth of minions, and they're just going to try and race themselves to level 16. They will grab the hyper pressure coming in. This cavalry camp will actually match up with the mercenaries pretty effectively. Cavalry's pretty fast, but the mercenaries will be here by the time minions clash. So that will work out in their favor. Yeah, well, that's pretty synced. That's pretty nice. Diablo's found a target. Mythic Frog, he bumps away. Level 16 is now hit for Jackson 5. Half a level ahead. Hunter X picked off, though. Geo able to pick him up. He can't beat you up if he doesn't get closer. As Geo holding the line versus Jason. Stun only lands on Ender, though, but he's having to try and tank through this. Nice into the fray. And Dark Knight in a rough position. They have to put Bloodlust here to try and make something happen as Gola gets the one-man taunt stun from Geo, but Geo is just popped there. Ogle into the backline to help out here. Doesn't catch Silver Jackal. Was able to teleport away. Two-man stun, though, from Ogle. Easy pickup into the APOC. Gola is gone. And that is Jackson 5. 3 for 1. As they smash their way through this front wall. They're going to be able to pick themselves up the first keep of the game. Earthbind, Earthgrass, Totem makes it a 4 for 1. And with Phoenix nowhere near here, Silver Jackal just cleaned it up. They are going to be able to take down this keep. Now, it is only one armor down on the core. It would be incredibly risky for them to try and end here, even with the mercenary camps reducing the armor of that core, which it does actually affect. But in this case, they let it go. They will zone away. Ogle the Great gonna clean up top lane. Do what he can up there. They've already got the keep. They're very happy to back out, and now they will go for boss. Now, it's still fine to go for boss here, but it is risky because 6D are now actually all alive. They could try and make their way down here, but it's not going to be an issue. They're just going to grab the boss. No trouble at all here. We do have the offensive cadence that will help Phoenix quite a lot. We have the mortal combo for Garrosh. Some very solid talents coming in from everyone here. ETC. How much vision does he have here? That's not ETC. There we go. Does he know where everyone is? He doesn't know where everyone is, but he's very far up considering he doesn't. There we go. He just got vision of everyone. He's just going to back away. He knew they were around that area, but he plays it far back. Again, only Phoenix was showing there. Now everyone is showing, and Ogle knew he was fine. But he played back when he lost vision for too long, and once that camp was taken, he knew he was in danger. So he backed up, rejoined his team. Now that he knows his team is safe up here, because everyone has shown, he goes down to mid to grab the experience. Nicely done. Second boss being picked up here by Jackson 5. First one, bop to tower a bit. Good clear speed by Silver Jackal, really making the most of this. Doing as best he can to basically be the offlane here, because he has faster wave clear than Imperius. That is the plan here. They're holding full control for the moment, dealing with this boss as fast as they can. However, Dark Knight already delaying the neutral so that Jason can pick off the channel straight away. 43 seconds. Boss down to a third health. They're going to begin to make their way in. Phoenix has made his way back up. He is with the team this time. They're going to have a 5v5 fight for the first time in a while. ETC is, of course, not here. He has no reason to be. And you can see Jackson 5's positioning. They have no reason to fight right now, which is exactly why they're running off somewhere else on the map, because they want level 20. I think they've actually run too far onto the map here, but they've still managed to avoid taking any chance of a fight by moving down here. Now they have level 20s. Now they can make a play. We have the Winter Mute. We have the Execute. Can we get Oots across the board? Probably not. I don't know, it depends how many Canadians we have. We're going to be seeing Lord of Terror, Crowd Pleaser, who is going to be used. Ogle goes deep for Silver Jackal. Not enough for the kill, though. Gets taunted in, but the Blizzard is too good for Gola. Sound Barrier is going to keep him alive, though. Mythic Frog with the save against Silver Jackal. Very good salvo. Keeps it going. Will back away. Going to be seeing Siege Camp taken here. Everyone lived that time, with 19 not even available for 6D. They are on the back foot, but everyone living is important because all heroics were burned on the side of Jackson 5, meaning that we can see a contested here. Ogle takes a lot of damage to defensive cadence, getting some good percentage damage value. Neutrals cancelled out the objective, meaning they can now actually fight a contest. They're looking for Dark Knight right now. Going to try and rush him down, but he's got that diabolical armor up. He heals up. trying to stay alive, dives deep onto Sergeant Scoops, but his Sergeant Scoops is in full retreat right now, going to be able to get out of there thanks to the speed boost of Mythic Frog. Geo holding the line in the meantime, and up here we're going to see Silver Jackal and Gola picking off Raider as the mercenary camp in the middle lane, but it's not going to be able to kill off the core. The core will regenerate as Geo is focused down. Blizzard is getting solid damage output. Gola zoned away, no Indomitable available, and Gola is finished off. Mythic Frog getting huge damage. There's a stage dive. That's good value that time as Imperius was caught inside, looking for the counter turn. The slow is too good. Northern Exposure picks up the kill. And that is going to be the core being pressured again. 2 armor plates here. Sacrificial Raider calls Hunter. Objective not taken. 2 armor on the core. Is this worth an attempt? They're going to try with 4 members. Jay's not looking healthy. They're going to try a Bloodlust. Here comes Jackal from the side. Salvo interrupted. Big stun chain. Silver Jackal is picked off, leaving just Sergeant Scoops. And with the regen that Bloodlust offers, that is likely going to be game. The siege is coming in. Scoops is doing everything he can, but his friends are now walls. He's zoned away. There's nowhere near enough damage for him to finish off the resets here. There's still a chance. The core is doing damage to Ender, but Scoops, he realizes it's over. That's going to be game, and we will see Jackson 5 take game number 1 of this best of 2. Eventually. That's a lot of armor. They tanked that for a while. Game number 1 goes over to the Jackson 5. Picking up the first game of this series. Let's have a look at some statistics. Stats-wise, Jason just popping off in terms of damage. Died 3 times, but he is a squishy assassin. Makes sense. 50,000 hero damage. Phoenix, Silver Jackal, despite spending most his lane looking at minions and mercs, he was able to do 55,000. Very nicely done by Silver Jackal. Really able to turn it on when needed. Mythic Frog, again, putting on quite the performance. Gola really tried to find his angles there, but was outplayed a couple times there, especially by Ogle the Grey, who was able to get great positioning and avoid getting thrown several times. It's really nicely done. Geo, really nicely played. I've really enjoyed the Imperius, but it did not work out. Here are the talents. It was a full charge build with press forward. Press forward is very solid here. I don't think I would have minded seeing the actual, the regular armor talent maybe. Or even the healing talent. Yeah, honestly, the healing talent would have been pretty reasonable. The keeps up with Lucio would have been able to sustain them pretty well. And then, of course, we have that Lord of Terror. Feels good. Alrighty. I have a lobby, so I'm going to jump into it. We already have our map. Let's see who picked it. We don't know yet. No one's actually selected who's picked it yet. I just know it's there. There we go. And it's going to be Team 1. This was picked by Team 2. Alrighty. Caster R. Pirates. Caster R. Alrighty. Let's have a look at the maps, see where we are heading for this game number 2 in this best of 2 series. We are heading via the choice of 6D to Dragonshire. This will be where we are heading for the last game I will be casting tonight. For after this, I will be playing in the Combine. I'll be playing first on Sexier stream and then on Jinxie stream. Sounds good. And I'll raid someone, of course, when I am done. Excuse me. Feels good. Alrighty, draft is up. Let's jump in to Dragonshire between the Jackson 5 and 6D, aka Team 5 and Team 6. Jackson 5, starting with the first ban. They're able to win game number 1. Let's see if they can do it again. It's going to be the Imperius as the first ban. It was pretty solid last game. Again, didn't win out, but it's enough to be scary. So they play around it. So then, 6D. Gonna ban out the Cassia. Excuse me. Cassia banned out. What do we see for the second ban of Jackson 5? Tass is still up. It is Dragonshire, so Rexar suddenly jumps very high up in priority again. So we could see the value there. Plenty of options. We're going to see the ETC banned out here, actually. Even though these are heroes that they picked the ETC this last time. So they're just going to remove it this time. This does mean that they're either going to get Rexxar or Tassadar or one of these heroes. Gonna be the May taken out. As Tassadar becomes the first pick. Alright, very sensible here. As Diablo. His first pick again. It was incredibly scary last game. So we're going to see 6D pick it up this time to deal with. Now, what are we seeing? Rhaegar, they're just going for the same draft. Stolen, our draft now. As we do see 6D picking that up. Solid opening for them, but with Tassadar now on the board, they have one great counter, which is Force Wall. It's a very solid counter to this. I like it. Yeah, I love Force Wall into Bloodlust compositions. If you can make it to late levels, then of course the value you get there is absolutely insane. Going to be seeing Johanna and Deckard Cain. They have so much zoning potential now, so much actual pressure. This is a solid draft so far for the Jackson 5 at 6D. They've already got some aggression on the board. Ban-wise now. With Tass, Johanna, Deckard. We're probably going to see someone like Blaze banned out. Maybe a Hanzo. Or we could see no one. They miss the ban. I'll keep an eye on the chat to see if they're just going to call a ban there. But yeah, Geo misses the ban. Yeah, whoops, he's going to call. Whoops indeed, Geo. Whoops indeed. Now, Jackson 5, what did they ban? Or are they going to let it break in solidarity? They banned the Valor. Alrighty there. Valor taken out. Valor is a very good Bloodlust target as well. So it does make sense. Excuse me. 6D now. What are their next two picks? They have everything except for offlane and damage. Jaina. Alrighty, that's a good wombo with Diablo and Greymane. Because again, they don't have to play Bloodlust. They definitely can with this composition, but they don't have to. They can easily play Ancestral and keep that Jaina or Greymane alive. Jackson 5, though, they now have Johanna Deckard. I'd love to honestly see this end with, like, Hanzo Blaze or Blaze Reyna, something like that. I think that'd be a really solid ending to their draft. Tychus, perhaps? It's going to be Reyna Sonya. Sonya's a very solid pickup here as well. That gives them a lot of flexibility. They have a great AoE team fight. Lock people down, group them up. Tassadar hits Q. It's pretty decent. And Reyna's going to set everyone up. Tassadar will be knocking them down. And there's Rexxar. Somehow sneaking all the way through the draft to this point is going to be picked up. Now, Sonya actually is pretty okay into Rexxar. She will actually win that lane eventually. There's no globals. So no one's really going to come in and deal with this. They're just going to have to rotate. Or just win super hard somewhere else. Alright, well, we'll see if this works out. The Sonya to deal with Rexxar coming in for Jackson 5, who are currently 1-0 up in this best of 3 series. Let's see if it will be good enough as we're going to be loading into Dragonshire. This will be the last map I am casting for today. Then I'll be raiding you guys over to someone and be playing in these games instead of casting them. Sounds good, team! Ladies and gentlemen, we are loading. Dragonshire is still loading. We had some solo loaders. There we go. Let's get into game number 2. Let's do it. On the left-hand side, it is going to be Jackson 5. 1-0 up in this series. So far, left team has had a 100% win rate. Jackson 5 Ender playing the Deckard Cain. Dark Knight on the Johanna. Ogle the Great on Sonya. Jason going to be playing on the Reyna. Hunter X on Tassadar. And they are Jackson 5, aka Team 5. Whereas on the right-hand side, it is 6D with Mythic Frog on the Rhaegar, Sergeant Scoops on the Jaina, Gola on Diablo, Silver Jackal is going to be playing the Greymane, and currently AFK in base is Geo playing on the Rexar.
Let the battle begin.
Game's going to begin. We're going to set up. We are once again starting with a level 1 Scroll of Identify for the Deckard Cain, and a shield build, Electric Charge coming in for Rhaegar. That is massively boost the Diablo or massively hyper carry the Greymane style. Interesting to see. So Jack going to be zoned out. Rexar has awoken. Makes his way out. Stun onto Dark Knight. Not enough to actually do anything yet. Goal is going to be forced to back away a bit. The Force Wall, pretty good. Damage output is very strong coming in here with Ace in the hole especially. Gola is low. Can't find the vision though. And he's going to be getting out of here. Silver Jackal rolls for freedom. Jay's caught in the blizzard but stays alive. They hold out this time. Minions being blasted. Jason trades Silver Jackal. Hunter looking for that shockwave. If he'd landed it, that would have been big. But not in this case. Gets denied. Stuns onto Sonya. This will not last for long. Especially if Ogre the Great can keep doing stuff like that. Yeah, Sonya wins versus Rexar eventually. Just needs to survive until then. Mercant being picked up for both teams. Just Reyna without Exterminator on this side, but he is able to just do it, although does get hit by a couple rocks. On the other side is going to be a 3-man effort with Jaina being traded out for Diablo as Jaina wants to soak out mid lane and grab a fountain to top up that mana. More globes also required. Grab the XP, grab the lane, grab the globe. This is all the priority they need. They make their way down. Level 4 just about to come in for 6D. As they move forward, looking for their chance. Only one stack currently of the Scroll of Identify. Big stun on Dark Knight, looking for Gola, but no hard engage yet. Double channel. Dark Knight's trying to zone this, but he has no assistance because Hunter is super zoned. Hunter tries to trade for Jackal, and Ruby is hit by Silver Jackal. Sorry, a hit on Silver Jackal by Ender. And Ender, though, this does mean that those rubies were nowhere near the objective. I mean, they're forced off it. Hunter interrupted the overpower by Dark Knight. Keeping him alive. Silver Jackal drops low. Blind. Feral Lunge from Mythic Frog. Both teams trying to find their place here. Sustaining rounds. Ew. Potentially a misclick here, but let's see if it works out. Honestly, right now, the majority of this game is just going to be autoing Diablo, so I can see the value here, but the armor against Jaina feels so good. Ogle has a peek around, see if there's anyone hanging out. Jason's just chilling. Level 4 still not picked up by Johanna, by the way. Fought took that entire fight without level 4. We have that Hungry Bear. There's the double channel. Sonya going to get zoned away, though. Raider popped in the bot lane due to the 3-man engage. And it's just going to be up to mid to sustain. Misha going to be sent up here. And as you can see, Sonya massively out-damages Misha, especially with this build. And that's going to force the Bear to back up. Bear will be finished off. Even Hungry Bear will not be enough. They even bring 2 up here, which just gives Sonya more whirlwind targets if they do choose to fight. I think if fighting mid lane is a bit of a brawl. Sonya has found Rexar and able to get the kill, though. And Geo is actually able to get good damage, but Ogle tanks through it with the whirlwind. Going to be forced to back up and maybe grab a fountain here because Geo actually sustained that really well. Hunter backing away. He's gone for Electric Fence and Psi Infusion, by the way. The PvE build. Hunter takes a lot of damage, but will survive. Dark Knight holds. Holds. Stays in it. Ender's low on mana, though. Hunter is out of health. That's going to finally force the back away. No one interrupts Scoops, but however, Raider will prevent the channel. Hunter's dropped low, but will survive. But we do see Jason able to go bot lane and reclaim that, prevent the objective from going over. Sonya is actually being kind of outplayed by Geo here. This should be a lane that Sonya does win, but Geo is playing this beautifully. Ogul getting out-zoned here pretty well. Jason zoned away. We see Psionic Echo. Storms for days. There's the second. They're going to try and take out Gola, but they have nowhere near enough damage yet. Gola is tank, especially with that full 100 souls. Ogul trading a lot of damage. Normally in this kind of game, War Paint or the armor would be good here, but with the Furious Blow, he went full all in on damage. Didn't want to deal with any kind of sustain. What's sustain versus Misha? Done it to his own wall. Hunter X is in trouble and is picked off by the Double Dogs. As Gola stands in the storm, tanks through it, but now big trouble for Dark Knight. As Dark Knight finds a wall, and can they finish him off? He's tanking so well, the potions are there, the potions are good, but the Blizzard sets it up for the kill. And that's going to be 6D picking up another kill, 3 kills to 0 this game. Sonya over the wall. Rain is hanging out. Just chilling, mate. Ogul continues to whirlwind. Rexar, by the way, taking flight. Bear is down. Ogul, he's looking for his angle. He's waiting for Geo to make a mistake. Misses the spear, though. Can't land it. Geo is just trying to kite him, but Geo is pretty trapped here. One ability. There's the slow. There's Ancestral. Ogul gets baited and gets picked off there. Mythic Frog with the rotation. Ancestral of a lifetime. It's Bestial Wrath, by the way, coming in for the Rexar as they dive in. Apoc, big burst coming in. It's all the buy time for Jada, and they get the kill. Can you believe it? But they finally lose bottom lane, preventing the Dragonite from going over. But that went brilliantly for 6D. Meantime, Rexar pushes top. Absolutely gorgeous here. Jaina continues to soak mid lane, and they are extending their lead. Level 10 is just around the corner for Jackson 5. Finally able to pick that up. Silver Jackal dives in. Cursed Bullet. Big burst onto Ender, but a Side Storm is good. Black Hole forces them back. Ender stays alive, and they will stay in this. That was close. Second Storm, Sonic Echo comes out. Holding as best they can. They were looking for the Sonic Echo there, not able to land it. Gola is just hunting Hunter there. That is this game. Water Elemental zones out and picks off Rainer. Sergeant Scoop's winning the 1v1. And Sergeant Scoop's, dude, there's the Dragonite. Get it. Oh, the Hyperion. He's waiting. Okay, he gets it. Deckard, he won't get the interrupt. Sonya wins versus Rexar. And finally, the first Dragonite of the game as Deckard Kane is Deckard slain. The first Dragonite of the game goes over to 6D as they look for Hunter X. They look for Dark Knight. Can they finish the job? Silver Jackal is popped. He uses the invisibility to dodge and unleash the fort, and he unleashes on Johanna too. Dark Knight is down, and Silver Jackal is popping off. Sonya's doing the best she can. She was unable to re-grab top to prevent the Dragon Knight before it was taken. But the Dragon Knight is now in mid lane. It's taken out the fort already, and they're going to look for bot fort as well. The 2-fort Dragon Knight play is definitely value as they smash their way through this. In the meantime, Sonya, bird leap to flee Geo and get juked, mate. Get juked. He's just going to use the spear to get out. Rexar now knows has to make the way back up. DK still pushing. Only 10 seconds left. Only 15% health left. Make it 5. Oof, Taff. Dragonite is popped. Root. Not going to land, but here's the turnaround. He doesn't get the overpower. Jason backs away. Stays alive. By the way, he went for the fuel rush here, which is going to combo pretty well with the sustaining rounds. There is a build. There is a method to the madness here. Force Swarm, Electric Fence, Gola in the black hole. It's gorgeous. Ogul the Great around the backside. Picks up the stun. They're looking for the turnaround as Mythic Frog is low. They're trying to focus him down. Hyperion doesn't finish him. 32 health left. Here's to stay a while and listen. Blind onto Ogul. Then he finishes him off. Gola, how are you so tanky, brah? He's going to get out here. Hunter's trying to get some damage onto Misha. Unable to do so because Misha is popping off right now. And that ends up being a 1-for-0. Only Jada picked off in that fight. And as such, 6D give up on the invade and instead finally going to pick up their own siege camp. Mirrored on the other side, going to be taken by Jackson 5. This will just be a camp for camp situation. Gola Doesn't land a stun. Finds himself with a little bit of a opposition. Do they have the force wall? Yes, they do. Electric fence. Root from Deckard. But where's the damage hammer? Do they have the finishing blow potential onto Gola? No, they don't. And this has been the name of the game so far. They get all these fantastic engages, but Gola's just too tanky. Silver Jackal, though, not with that luxury, but he doesn't have the luxury of having 8 hit points left because he rolled for freedom. And Silver Jackal lives. And this has been 6D's game all game so far, getting super close to dying and then popping off and surviving. 6D limit on the edge. SBC top lane continuing to be bullied. Ogle just trying to soak XP as best he can. Will retreat back up to top lane. Not going to get slowed by Jaina. Will get his rotation interrupted, though, by Geo. Geo, how far are you going to send Misha? Are you going to find out that camp's happening? Just going to bully Dark Knight for now. Hunter, Ender, and Jason will grab this. Well, they'll now know it's happening, but it's too late. Camp is taken. Electric fence to slow down Misha. Will back away. There is that overwhelming nightmare. Leap onto the back line. They're going to try and get Geo here. Focus him down. Blow up Rexar. And they pick off Misha as well. That's going to be a big kill for them because Misha has been causing mayhem in this back line. So picking them off really smart. And they did that through Primal Intimidation. Ogle makes the way up. Mystical Spear over the wall. Going to pick up top channel. But there is a Bruiser camp. Bot camp was taken. This will have to be cleared up. Electric fence even being used to damage it. And they'll send in Dark Knight to get the channel. Sonya, Ogle, AFKing on this because right now the only job is to really delay. But there's a big old movement into the mid lane which will prevent any Dragon Knight going over. And yeah, Ogle knows he doesn't really want to fight. He doesn't want to get himself caught out of position. So he's just going to wait here so that his team can regroup. They want level 16, which they don't have yet. They're really just trying to rotate the map and buy enough time for 16 to be achievable, so that they can take a big fight. Dark Knight's just trying to delay this. They need to make a decision. They need to defend bot lane or mid lane or top lane. And right now they're very split. Looks like bot lane will be the one that's abandoned. Jason takes a big wrap around because of the Misha pressure. And now they're very much showing in top lane. It's going to result in Grey Mane moving on to grab the objective. Root comes out. Leap into the backline without 16. Black hole is big. Down goes Rexar. Down goes Jaina with the incredible engage from Hunter. It only takes one. Gola going to be focused down. They chase. They damage. Can they get him this time? Yes, they can. Reset souls. Greymane sneaks the Dragon Knight for 60. But Jackson 5 picking off the double kill. They have basically prevented any hope of 6D getting Dragon Knight value with this, as they finally hit level 16 themselves. We're going to be seeing that Psychic Shock, 25% faster. That's the combo they're looking for here. The Heraldric Staff, Giant Slammer, and paint them red as Ogle is yeeted into the backline. Hunter, your black holes have been off the chain, my dude. Dragon Knight going to be backing away. Jason moves in. Gonna pile on the pressure. Need to be careful in mid lane as many members have respawned. And yeah, that Dragon Knight is getting pretty zoned. Finally, everyone's alive. They're making their way back from base. Mythic Frog, leap, blast shield, bye! Overextension, green on the map. Here comes the Rexar, the Misha stun. There's the kick onto Johanna. Black hole pulls everyone off, but Sonya was isolated. Wafflecom, thank you for the follow as Misha is down. But the turnaround, they pick off the Raider. Ender is low. Dark Knight's trying to buy time. Bless Shield. Sorry, not Bless Shield. Cursed bullet onto Dark Knight, but he's going to be able to tank his way through thanks to the healing of Deckard. By the way, we're in Potion of Revival, AoE healing, because they're taking so many grouped up fights. They will be forced to back up. Woo! Absolute mayhem coming in here. Very nice fight. A 2-for-1. Even though they lost Rhaegar so early in the fight, they still took that in their favor. I am very impressed. Double Mercamp's going to come in for 6D. They begin to blast their way through, clearing out the minions. The wave clear is so good for this team. Johanna plus Tassadar, just those two alone could probably rotate and just clear out everything. Hunting and traps being done by 6D. They're really looking just to try and pick off anyone who's overextended. Ogle, he's here. He doesn't actually want to fight them yet. Level 20 is just about to hit for 6D. They're moving up. They're going to try and fight before 20 hits. They are. They're making their way in. They're going to try and get it before the level 20 ticks over. They move in. Here comes the stun. Bless Shield comes out. They get the leap, and that is going to be solid. Jada picked off Black Hole just for the setup here. That is a beautiful sidestep on APOC from everyone except for Ogre the Grey, who was cornered the overpower. Silver Jackal comes in from the side, going to try and take out Enter Hit to try and buy him some time, and he does go down, but Root will zone him away as we see Diablo picked off. Jason backing away, holding his way through this though as Johanna's gone. They are holding this though. Ogle in the backline picks off Geo. Mythic Frog is the last one standing, trying to hold this. He's healing with his level 1, but Ogle picks up the kill. Hunter X and Ogle the Great pick up the 3 for 5. They're going to channel top lane. They're going to channel bot lane. They really need to deal with bot lane because it is taking a lot of pressure. But that is Jackson 5 holding together. The memes are real. Force Barrier is online. They have the pressure now. They should really just send Ogle to get the DK, but they're going to delay it. Yes, this is smart. This is really smart. They have so much time. Their team will be up a little bit early. Jane is the only one who can really come and interrupt the Dragon Knight, so they're trying to wait to grab the Dragon Knight until everyone's alive so they can actually push with it. This does mean they will have to contest at least somewhere. But honestly, with just Jada up and 9 seconds to anyone else, rip catapult aggro. Okay, made it. With just Jada alive, they will get this, especially with the zone from Hunter. Can just force wall forever now. The memes are real. This will be their first fort if they can actually get a fort with this Dragon Knight. That's how rough this has been for Jackson 5. But they finally have it. They also have all their heroics about to be off cooldown. Johanna will finish clearing this out. Let's have a look at the level 20s available for both teams now. The Force Barrier, the Execute, Ariat, Crater. The meme is real here. Everyone will be grouped by Black Hole. Makes it very easy to land a good Crater. Bottomless Flask, very sensible, indestructible. On the other side, Spirit Bond, we're going to keep Rexar alive. There's the Storm Shield coming in from Rhaegar. They punt away Greymane as we see Misha picked off. Sleep on Sergeant Scoops. Can they finish the job? Not APOC. Yola is looking for the turnaround for the teams here, but Silver Jackal is too low. The Electric Fence Force Wall shuts it down. Here comes the Black Hole, grouping members together as they try to chase forward in Self-Ancestral on Mythic Frog. Jada is down. Mythic Frog is zoned. He's stunned out by the Heraldric Staff. And Mythic Frog picked off by Hunter with the Psionic Echo. They get the kill. That's a 2 for 0. They make their way on. Dragon Knight 28% left with 20 seconds left as they make their way forward. Golder is low. They snipe him with Raider. And now they're looking to try and shut this down. Punt on Silver Jackal. Jackson 5 looking to try and end this game. They move on to the keep. 40 seconds. Ariat Crater into 2 keeps. Ogle takes a lot of damage. He's rotating out. He spins for victory, but Misha cannot catch him. Misha goes down. The keep will be targeted. It will be pressured. Dark Knight's gonna tank it. Geo, the only person alive. 11 seconds for Jada. Down goes the fort, and they make their way for the core. Here comes the rocks to try and stop him. Geo is here. Jada's up in 2 seconds, and she will have the Water Elemental. That is the Force Wall onto Geo. Geo's out. Geo lives. Sir Scoops comes in, trying to buy time, trying to delay 76% on the core. Misha's back, baby. Force Wall comes out. Stun. Core stun. Arian Crater trying to keep Jada alive, but the core is going down. Black Hole for Zone. And that is going to be game over. With Stay a While and Listen to Zone, we will see the core focus down with Hyperion. That's going to be game number 2 going over to the Jackson 5. Team 5 pick up the second game, and Team Left have a 100% win rate on this stream today. Team 5 with all the victory here. And look at that task damage. 117,000. Next goes for Sonya with 86, and then it's basically Reyna and Greymane together with an incredible 60,000, but that is huge from Hunter there. 128,000 siege damage as well. That was beautiful. Nice play. Those are some of the best black holes I have ever seen. Very nicely done here. Let's have a look at some of the talents so that you can see them for yourself. Yeah, interesting. The sustaining rounds plus the Fuel the Rush, they did combo quite well together. Managed to make it work with what they had going. And then, of course, we had the Psion Fusion, Electric Fence, Psionic Echo, Black Hole, Shadow Walk, Psionic Shock, and Force Barrier. The black hole and the black hole and the Psyduck Echo were sort of the main stars of that, really just trying to capitalize on those two together to maximize AoE damage output. Very sensible here. And then we had the Execute from Reina, maximum damage as well. They were for an Imposing Presence too. It was Imposing Presence and Primal Intimidation. Nice to see. But alright. Everybody, I'm not going to waste too much more time because I now actually... That's the wrong screen. I'm not going to waste any more time here because I actually have to get to my games now because I am in this too. So I'm going to raid you guys over to someone. If you enjoy the show, please sub, donate, drop some bits. Anything you feel appropriate is very appreciated. It keeps me casting, but I have to go play in my games now because it's 6 minutes past. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to raid you over to Jinxie Cat. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy her show. She's going to be having a good time over there. And I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Support the stream if you can. And good night.